Hi everybody. You know, I've been struggling trying to get the right camera angles where I'm looking right at you guys, but I seem to keep looking down and I don't know how to fix that for some reason in this angle. I'm usually pretty good at it, but not today. Just want to give you a quick update about how the skin thing's going. I decided to try to do the bathroom thinking that that would be the most true lighting, but it is still a little shadowy, so I apologize for that. But it's been going well. That hole on my nose, it's not gone, but I'd say it probably is about half the size it had been. So given the fact that professionals had said it would be pretty darn hard for that to ever get filled back in, I'm feeling confident in my little experiment. And then as far as my forehead, like I said in my prior vlog, my because I've got such a short forehead, since I was a teen, I've had lines because of, I guess, that constant, always raising up. And I would say as far as my forehead, it's kind of like the parting of the Red Sea, because it's smoothing out a lot right smack down the middle, but then on the sides I still have some lines. So I don't know if you can tell that, but see how it's like it's smooth here and then there's just still some lines on either side here. So that's going to take some time. Plus, you figure I'm constantly still causing the creases because of my my facial expressions. But everything else, I don't know if you can tell in comparison to other vlogs, but I definitely feel like my skin texture has improved immensely, and the evenness of color is good too. And what else was I going to tell you about with that? Oh, and then as far as if I've got blemishes, I don't know if any of you get this. I know I've had them in the past, and I hate them when I get them because normally I end up trying to pick them out, and then when I try to pick them out, I end up causing like an actual, something that actually has to scab over and then heal. But I call them seeds, and it's when the sebum gets so hard underneath the skin layer that it got past the point of it just being a whitehead where you could pop it out. And sorry, too much info, right? But anyway, and then usually you have to prick a little hole to be able to get the little seed to actually come out. Since I've been doing this, those are pretty much, they never get to that point. Like I've been, I feel like that little seed underneath the skin, and by the next morning it's softened up so that it can just be exfoliated off. So I haven't been having to worry about poking at my skin or anything like that. So I thought that was really good too. So once again, the recipe is basically 75% of, 25% of the DMSO to 75% water. But it's funny because actually I've been experimenting since I was seeing progress with my nose, and I'm a very impatient person. I started just actually putting just full strength DMSO on. So I think it all depends on how sensitive of a skin type you have. So you probably should start with that percentage, and then if you feel that your skin type can take on a higher strength of that percentage, then go for it. And anyway, so it's the 75-25 as far as the DMSO, then the MSM liquid, which actually I got it right here, except I got a brand new one, and look, the cap was broken off in the thingy, but I have one, my other one that I'm just about finished with, so I figured, you know what I'm going to do, I'll just use the old cap on the new thing, because see, the seal is still good. So anyway, the pure MSM, and then I put on the skin serum, and then the cell food. So that's the recipe. And then, like I said, I put it on, and I just go ahead and just leave it on overnight. Now the cell food, actually in the instructions, it says you can actually, because people have asked me this, it says you can put it on in the morning before your makeup and then put your makeup over. That I don't quite understand. I'm not willing to experiment. I know I'm the lab rat, but I'm not willing to experiment only because since I know it almost has that effect, like when you put on a gel mask and it starts to, kind of flake off after it gets dry. I'm not really understanding how that's going to work if you've got makeup over it, if it decides to start flaking. Because isn't it going to just flake off and you're going to have this, you look like this peely skin person during the day when you're at work, and I just didn't really want to go there, do that. So anyway, so there's that. And the other thing I wanted to touch on I probably should just make a separate blog about it. Maybe I will later, but just to touch on it in this one too, really quick. The I also have been asked as far as other things that help that you can use when you're on P2, as far as moisturizers, things like that. And I've already suggested some stuff in the past, but one thing you can use and do to exfoliate is, and it's really cheap, really simple, because you could buy like the aspirin at like Dollar Tree or 99-cent store, is basically you can just get cheapo aspirin, the kind that, you know, is not coated with anything, and then you just let it get dissolved like with a few droplets of water into like an old cap that you don't use anymore or something. And you can either just do it with water, and do it as an exfoliant, or you could still use it as an exfoliant and or mask if you want to add honey. Now the only thing about the honey is, obviously honey is sweet. Now obviously you're not consuming it, so you still should be able to have it, since it's just only topical, on for P2. But you know, if you're really, really concerned about having something sweet, so such sweetness so close to you during P2, just stick with, you know, grinding up the aspirin, you know, solely with just water. And then you just, you know, you rub it, you know, gently all around your face, and it gets rid of all the dead skin cells. And what you can do if you do it with the honey is you can still do the exfoliate, go ahead and leave it on your skin like for 15 minutes, and then go ahead and then rinse it off. And it's really nice. It's funny, I actually heard another vlogger say that she does it when she's in the shower. She'll, you know, do the whole exfoliate thing with the aspirin, and then she goes ahead and she does the rest of the stuff she does in her shower, and then she'll rinse it all off afterwards, and it just really keeps her skin tone really nice, and smooth texture and all that good stuff. So, and also I've heard people say that it helps them too when it comes to like acne or any kind of breakout type of situation too. So there's just a lot of benefits, and like I said, one of the cheapest ways you can go as far as getting a good exfoliant going on your skin without spending boku bucks or worrying about, you know, oils that could possibly get absorbed into your system when you're on HCG and P2. Okay, so that's it for now, and maybe I'll take this vlog and divvy it up so that the aspirin thing is a separate one for those that don't care about the other dealio. All right, guys, thanks so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.